At the beginning of the movie, we meet a man named Oliver, who used to live alone in Thailand, an Asian country. He kept his medicines in a box. At 1 o'clock, his mother video calls him to check if he's okay. Oliver tells her it's too hot, and his mother says she knows how to cool him down. She suggests bringing a girl home to help him. The next morning, Oliver wakes up, takes a shower, and gets ready. Just like when he was a kid, he slicks his hair back as his mother used to. He has a simple breakfast, only milk, like a 12-year-old. Oliver has a camera, probably from his photography days. He walks around the city, taking photographs and checking out the girls, wondering which one he might bring home. Later, he sits in a park and leaves for home when the evening comes. On the way, he meets a beautiful prostitute, but ignores her and goes to a bar where he spots a foreign girl he really likes. He approaches us and compliments her beauty, but she doesn't feel the same way. So, he tries to impress her by saying he has drugs at his place, and she agrees to go with him. Back at his home, he gives her the drugs, and she starts taking them. He video calls his mother and shows her the girl. His mother tells him the girl is beautiful and orders him to exploit her. So, he ties the girl to a table and starts to clap her as his mother commands. Then, his mother tells him to kill her, and he tragically does so, slitting her throat. Oliver is completely under his mother's control, following her orders without question. He sits in front of the girl's body and apologizes, saying he did it all because of his mother's instructions. After that, he takes the girl's body to the bathroom, cuts it into pieces, and puts the pieces in a chemical solution in his backyard to dissolve the flesh. He cleans his house to hide any evidence of the crime. Oliver follows the same routine the next day, acting as if nothing happened. While in the park, a girl comes up to talk to him. He's confused about why she's approaching him. She tells him about her dream from the previous night, but he accuses her of lying. Later at home, he takes his medicine and calls his mother. He tells her he's too tired to find another girl, and she scolds him before hanging up. Returning to the backyard, he removes the girl's skeleton from the chemical and wraps it in black foil. He then dumps it into the lake. After coming home, Oliver starts working on some paintings and shares his childhood story with his cat. He talks about how toxic his father was, beating his mother and him. But one day, when his father tried to harm him, his mother showed immense courage and protected him, leading to his father's demise. Since then, Oliver's mother has been his guardian, and he follows her every order. The next day at the park, Oliver meets the same girl again and asks if she has any dreams. She tells him about a dream where she's tied to a chair and someone tries to harm her. Oliver suggests that the dream might be trying to convey a message. The girl playfully messes with Oliver's hair, telling him to keep it that way because it makes him look smarter. Afterward, Oliver checks the time and starts to leave, but the girl introduces herself as Sophia, and Oliver introduces himself too. When he returns home, Oliver takes his medicines and talks with his mother, but he doesn't mention anything about Sophia. The following day, Oliver goes to the same park and finds Sophia waiting for him with a bracelet. He's thrilled by the gift and asks her to spend time with him, and she happily agrees. They have a great time together, and their feelings for each other grow. However, Sophia is unaware of Oliver's dark secret. He is a serial killer. As Oliver starts questioning the need for his controlling mother now that he has a cat and a girlfriend, he decides to tell her that he wants to stop everything and live a normal life. But then, his mother calls and scolds him for being away for so long. She demands he bring a new girl for her to watch, and Oliver wants to refuse, but he's too scared of her, so he cries. Feeling trapped, he prepares and goes out to search for a girl, finding the same prostitute near his house. He brings her to his room, and under his mother's orders, he attacks and ties her up. He makes a video call to his mother, who seems delighted, and she orders him to exploit the girl. In fear and desperation, Oliver complies and tragically kills her too. When Oliver visits Sophia the next day, she notices something is wrong and asks him what happened. Finally, Oliver opens up and confesses the dark truth. His mother always controls him, turning him into someone he doesn't want to be. Sophia tells Oliver that she wants to share a secret too. She reveals her dark past as a former cult member who committed horrible acts, including witnessing people getting killed. One day, her parents brought her to where she is now, and that's how she escaped the cult. Oliver feels sorry for her and says he'll see her tomorrow when their time together is up. Curious about where Oliver is going, Sophia decides to follow him to his house. There, Oliver calls his mother inside and excitedly shares that he's found a girl who loves him, and he might have feelings for her too. His mother, however, dismisses the idea, warning him not to trust any girl and to only listen to her. Oliver insists that this girl is different and can change his life, but his mother orders him to quickly find a new girl for some fun instead. As Oliver rushes out, he forgets to take his medicines. Meanwhile, Sophia secretly observes him and follows him to a bar. Due to not taking his medicine, Oliver feels sick and desperate. He hires a prostitute to take her to his house. Sophia witnesses this and feels hurt, realizing he's cheating on her. Oliver's illness escalates back to his place, and he becomes unstable. In a moment of madness, he attacks the girl, leading to a tragic and violent outcome. His mother's voice calms him down as he takes his medicine. Regretful and apologetic, Oliver goes to the girl, but she pleads for help to go to the hospital. Unable to assist, he chokes her to death and disposes of her body. Seeing all this, Sophia is distraught and now aware of Oliver's serial killer nature. When Oliver visits Sophia the next day, she confronts him about what she saw. He admits that his mother manipulated him into doing terrible things, but Sophia assures him that she loves him and they can be together, away from his mother's influence. They spend time together, and Oliver distances himself from his mother. However, as days pass, Sophia doesn't show up at their usual meeting spot in the park. Oliver becomes heartbroken and calls his mother, telling her the girl left him. His mother reaffirms her negative views on girls and instructs him to find a new Asian girl. Sadly, Oliver obeys and continues his horrifying acts of torture and murder. One day, as Oliver is about to harm another girl, Sophia suddenly arrives at his house. She explains that her parents took her away, making her meeting him impossible. She declares her love for Oliver and wants to be with him. Oliver's mother tells him to ignore her, but he decides to listen to Sophia instead. Oliver and Sophia become intimate, but later, Sophia wakes up in the middle of the night to find Oliver talking to his mother at the table. His mother orders him to kill Sophia, and Oliver grabs a knife, leaving the movie with a suspenseful cliffhanger.